Hello, you are most welcome. I'm teacher Ivan from WUNNA Educational Services. Today we are looking at matrices. A matrix is an array of numbers in a rectangular form with large brackets around them. Or a matrix is a collection of information, normally numbers, stored in rows and columns. We have common terms that we use in a matrix. One is entry or element. Elements or entries are the items that make up a matrix. For instance, when I write 0, 1, 2, 3, this is my matrix, and these figures are what we call entries or elements of the matrix. Then a matrix has two diagonals. It has the major diagonal and the minor diagonal. So a matrix has two diagonals, the major and the minor diagonal. Then let us look at the order of a matrix. The order of a matrix is given by rows times columns. So the number of rows times the number of columns. That's say, if I say 1 by 2, I mean it has 1 row and 2 columns. That is 1 row and 2 columns. So that is a 1 by 2 matrix. Then if it is a 2 by 2, it has 2 rows. This is row 1, then this is row 2, and 2 columns. This is column 1 and column 2. So that is a 2 by 2 matrix, and such a matrix is known as a square matrix. Therefore, a square matrix is a matrix with equal number of rows and columns. For instance, a 2 by 2, 3 by 3, 4 by 4, and so on. Those are square matrices. Then we can also have a 2 by 3 matrix. So a 2 by 3 has 2 rows. This is row 1 and row 2. Then 3 columns. This is column 1, column 2, column 3. So that is a 2 by 3 matrix. Then 3 by 3 will have 3 rows, 3 columns. That is a 3 by 3 matrix. So that is how we get order of a matrix. Then after looking at how we get order of a matrix, let us look at addition and subtraction of a matrix, of matrices. For instance, given that matrix A is equal to 0, negative 2, 1, 3, and B equals to negative 2, 0, 3, negative 1, whereas C equals to 5, negative 4, negative 2, 3. Then we are supposed to find A plus B, A minus C, A plus B plus C, and B plus C minus A. So how are we finding the sum or difference of these matrices. If you look at all our matrices, A, B, and C, they are all 2 by 2 matrices. And before we go any further, please take a note that we only add or subtract matrices if they are of the same order. And therefore, in addition or subtraction of matrices, we consider positions of the elements in the matrices. For instance, let us look at how we get A plus B. So, matrix A plus matrix B, we add elements that are corresponding in both matrices. For instance, 0 corresponds to -2 because we consider their corresponding positions. So 0 and -2 are sharing the same position, whereas -2 and 0 sharing the same, 1 and 3, 3 and -1. So we add according to their corresponding positions, 0 and -2, -2 and 0, then 1 and 3, then 3 and -1. So we add up to get -2, -2, 4, 2. And since we consider corresponding positions, that's why the matrices should be of the same order. Because if they are of different orders, then there is no way you consider the positions. Otherwise, we only add or subtract matrices if they are of the same order. And in both cases, we consider elements in corresponding positions. So part 3 is asking for B plus C minus A. So we can first add B and C. And according to our matrices, -2 corresponds to 5, 0 with -4, 3 with -2, -1 with 3. So after adding, we can now subtract still according to their positions. Or we can even work it out at once, just like the way it was done. So we consider -2, 5, and 0 because they are in the same positions. So we add -2 plus 5 minus 0 as it was done. Then 0 plus -4 minus -2 as it was done, and so on, so that we end up with 3, -2, 0, -1. So that is how we add or subtract matrices. Let's meet when we are multiplying matrices.